What's going on YouTube? This is Selfies and I am bringing you some online tailing. So I've got like 5 or 6 different clips here. Recorded a whole bunch yesterday. Just had the opportunity to upload today, so here they are. Wanted to put them all into one video so I don't have to upload 5, 6 different times. So we're starting here with online tailing on Dustinio or something like that. We're in this nice little, I don't know, I guess it's like outdoor shopping area, or maybe some apartment buildings around me. I'm not sure.
Pardon?
Let's stop in here because I'm seeing a bunch of these blue hack icons. One of my new skill points I put in, just it highlights everyone who's got something important to hack into a blue box, so pinpoints who's valuable to hack or not. So if you remember from one of my other videos, for online tailing, all you're supposed to do is really keep your target in your line of sight. So I keep looking for like alleyway shortcuts so I can run through them, but I'm not seeing anything. He's driving off, just gaining distance on me. So I need to get in the car like ASAP so I can catch up and keep in my line of sight without that timer getting to 0. If it gets to 0, I'm gonna lose notoriety. So I'm gonna steal this car and I'm gonna haul butt, try and catch up. See, he stopped. I'm gaining ground on him fast, which if he hadn't stopped, I would have been screwed. You see, he's back in my line of sight, so that percentage is going back up. I actually think the closer you get to your target without him knowing, the faster the observe goes up. In this case, it's going up really fast. It went from like 70 to 95 while I was just talking, so. It's only 46 notoriety, I believe it was.
Gotta keep an eye out.
So, right whenever I got out of the car, I heard some sort of indication letting me know I was getting invaded. So, I ran into the t-shirt shop. I was actually going to go in here anyway to try and buy some new outfits for Aiden. But the store clerk's not there, which is kind of a sign to me that something's going on in my game. None of the civilians are in the shop or anything like that. So, I'm just waiting. And around this point in time, I'm hearing tires screeching in the alleyway just to the left of me. You'll see a taxi cab comes flying around the corner here in a second. Right here, terrible park job too. So I knew that's my hacker.
Came in with a plan and
Throw out the silencer, get a couple headshots in, success. It's one of the things about the online plays. It seems like as soon as you get done with your contract, you're immediately going to have someone else on you, hacking you or whatnot. So that was the first clip. Here's the second clip. I'm trying to tail Uzi for Bill. He burst a steam pipe up there for some reason. So I'm trying to be inconspicuous but not lose him. So I'm not going to follow him directly behind him because people, when they get suspicious, tend to just look right behind them instead of in front of them. I was going to go up the stairs there to the train tracks, but he was back in his car driving, so I didn't know how well it was going to work. So I just got back in my car. running over fire hydrants because that's something that civilians do all the time in this game. Around this corner, I think that turn was very civilian-like. I'm not sure. He's driving off again, so I'm gonna have to speed up to try and catch him. Still haven't profiled him yet. Still have 3.5 minutes to do it. I was not ready. I was not ready for him to turn around like that and just come flying by, but when he did that, it profiled him automatically for me. So, yeah, I was not ready for that. So, I'm just hoping that he stays over there and runs around for a while trying to find me. I'm using these cameras to try and observe. He's running right to my car, so I'm hidden. I don't want to like screech off or anything. Jam comms. Maybe I should have driven off after he started running the other way, but I didn't. So now he's coming back. He's profiling people in the cars. Civilians right around me. Oh, and he finds me. I've been profiled. So I think he shot a grenade launcher at my car, which didn't blow me up, thankfully. I'm in a pretty fast car, so I'm flying down the street, trying to stay away from my pursuer now. It would have been amazing just to fly over that hill into the water or something. I would have been out of his circle in no time, but I ran into a fucking tree.
That sucks.
So I get out and I run, and he runs me over. That fucker. And he gets out, starts shooting at me. Screen's turning red. I think I'm gonna die here. But I start playing like peekaboo around these concrete pillars and whatnot, and I get in the water, start swimming away. Because, you know, if he wants to chase me into the water, he's not gonna be able to shoot me. That was kind of my thought process here. But I forgot that snipers exist, so he's shooting at me, and I'm trying to remain out of line of sight this entire time.
That sucks.
He keeps getting a visual on me. I guess, in retrospect, I should just set right here for the remainder of the time. But I kept swimming further and further away, and he kept regaining that line of sight. So he only had 5 seconds left right there before I would have evaded successfully. But I kept swimming, so just being dumb. Again, I swim right in his line of sight yet again. So I just decided to stay here finally and let the timer do its thing. You see him moving to the right slightly, trying to get the angle on me. Not gonna happen.
I think I can do better next time.
So there is what can happen whenever you're not ready to actually profile your target. Alright, moving along. Profile Bilbo T. Baggins. T. Baggins. It's a cute name. It's one of my favorite names I've seen. So here, he's on the lifts going up to the rooftops. I want to observe him while he's preoccupied up there. I don't think he even realized he's been being observed right now up until I get to about this area here. I think he realizes it finally, so he starts looking around all hectic-like. I'm using the camera to try and gain the line of sight. But he's running my direction, so get out of the camera, hide on a corner. He runs right by me. He's in his construction worker persona there. So I pull out the blackout. See how dark it gets. Whenever it's nighttime out, and the only light that shows is from the cars, it's a really big benefit to the people trying to hide. It's like almost pitch black. There's no way he can find me right now. So again, I gotta get him back in my line of sight to make that percentage go up still. So I'm chasing him around, running into stuff in the dark. I can't see what's going on myself. That part was very intense for me. Luckily, he turned left on his way out of the alleyway, not to the right, because I'm fairly sure he would have seen me running around if he would have looked right instead of left. So got him back in my line of sights. We're at 96, 97, 98, 99, and 100%. Successful tailing. Pretty decent amount of points out of that one. And you see I'm in the same spot in this clip as I was last time because, like I said before, it seems like every time you get out of a contract mission like that online, you've got someone after you. So someone invaded my game, and my game is telling me to go into that purple circle there. And I'm not going over there. So I'm pretty sure this is online tailing that's happening to me right now. And I know that if he's observing me, he's got to keep me in line of sight to be able to keep that percentage going up. So what I'm doing here is just trying to wait for someone to drive or run out of the alleyway to keep a line of sight on me. But it's not happening. So I just drive off. I drive away, trying to gain some distance between me and purple circle. Because if I'm out of line of sight for long enough, that counter pop up, and he's got 30 seconds to get me back in his line of sight. So my strategy here was just to drive. And then you can tell that he's following me because the purple circle will refresh every so often, pretty much telling me that he's coming my direction. See how that reach symbol just moved around? See it again? Now it's 300 meters instead of 400, 200 meters now. So he's coming towards me. So this is my strategy for the online tailing, if I'm the one being tailed. So again, I'm just waiting on him. He's got to get closer to me to be able to see me. I know you can't see me right now. Hey, he's too far, and B, I'm behind this pillar, so I know he can't see me. But you see that purple circle now? I'm in it, so I know he's nearby. I know he's in that traffic, actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run out and start profiling all these cars. I'm going to skip the first few because I know he's not in this first few set. I'm going to start profiling here. So this one here, he made a derp. He just drove into his car in front of him. And I had my grenade launcher out. I forgot what weapon I had. I shot his car thinking that was good enough. Of course, a grenade launcher being shot at a car doesn't blow it up because that's obviously what happens in real life. So he gets out. I try to blow him up again. End up killing myself. I'm not sure what kind of notoriety gain or loss I got there. I'm imagining probably a slight gain because he didn't even start the process or whatever. So and this is the last clip. So I'm observing yet again. And I'm not in the best of hiding spots, but thankfully he runs the opposite direction and he drives the car in reverse like half a mile down the street, but he's in my line of sight still, so I'm okay with it. Just want to make sure he's not going to drive too far away, so I'm slowly going to walk towards his direction and take cover along the way, making sure that he remains in that line of sight. I'm going to take cover again behind the next light pole. I'm close enough now to observe, so the percentage is shooting back up.
You feeling okay, buddy?
So in my opinion, online tailing, I think it's actually easier for the person being tailed if you kind of do what I did earlier and just, if you can figure out that it's tailing, just drive away. But, yeah. anyway, that was a nice little compilation of some online tailing. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like my videos and subscribe.
Yeah,
Write a comment or
that's the
two.
way to do it.
Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.